Hello everyone, my name is SeaTactics and I'm here today to do a first impressions on Rent a Girlfriend, the brand new show from TMS Entertainment. Of course, the same studio that is currently as well doing Fruits Basket Season 2, and they also did Fruits Basket Season 1, which is my favorite anime of the year that it came out in, 2019. Rent a Girlfriend is a show that I wouldn't be watching if it weren't for me doing a weekly show over on my friend's channel, Everything Animated. We are actually talking about Rent a Girlfriend every single week. If that's something you're interested in, go over there, check it out. Links will be in the description, and it'll be in the pinned comment below. But I have to say before even getting into this review, one, this is unscripted. This is just my thoughts as they come, and as well, this is a first impressions. This is not a final statement on quality or anything like that. But another thing is that I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not a fan of this show. I'm not a fan of these kinds of shows anyways. So if you're coming in here and you're expecting me to praise it or something like that, then please, this is not the video. You will probably get mad at me and dislike the video. So with those warnings and forewords out of the way, let's get into the actual criticisms of the show itself. What I liked and didn't like about the first episode, and I didn't like a whole lot. I actually liked the art a little bit. I thought it was a little rough around the edges. It wasn't anything special, but it was okay. It was decent. It's not as good as Fruits Basket, and that's not to say that Fruits Basket is the best looking show of all time, because it's just not. But Rent a Girlfriend looks remarkably safe, in my opinion. The character designs look really generic, every single one of them so far in this episode. Doesn't really even seem like any of them are interesting or different or unique. But that's not really the issues that I have with this show. The issues that I have with this show are the really, I don't want to say bad characters, but the really generic characters and the generic plot. So basically what this show is about, it's about a guy who was going out with this girl, and she dumps him because I don't know, for whatever reason it may be. Could be that he's a loser, could be that he's annoying, because he looks to be both of those. And he comes upon an ad to rent a girlfriend. So he rents this girlfriend, she shows up, they go on a couple dates. He gets mad because, oh, this isn't real, but it's a very dumb thing. It's like one of those things where it's like she starts to feel bad for him or whatever. Well, she gets kind of pissed off at him after he like makes a scene of like, this isn't a real relationship anyways, how can you do stuff like this? And she just gets really mad at him, like, what do you mean? You agreed to the terms of service and all of this, and which, by the way, the voice actor for the main girl, God, I don't know any of these characters' name besides Kazuya, Sora Amamiya, who voices Aqua in Konosuba, and you can immediately tell this is the same voice actress because she has such a distinct and unique voice, and she's definitely trying to play into that Aqua kind of feel for her character, and it makes sense as to why she would want to. It's that kind of acting has made her a lot of money, and I'm sure the people behind it really were like, hey, maybe you should do, something similar to that, because that could make us a lot of money. And then they end up at the hospital because his grandma like faints. It's just cliche after cliche. The grandma, of course, is like, no, this is your girlfriend, she's so beautiful, just just go and make babies and have all the sex, I don't care when you do it. And it's like, and he like spits out his drink, and he's yelling and screaming like, why would you say that, grandma? And it's just so cliche and boring, and it has been done a billion times over, and nothing about this is unique or good. Oh God. And then so she runs off. She's like, I'm gonna go get all my old people to gawk at you guys and just, I don't know, do whatever. And so they run off. They run off and they get into this hospital room, and they get under the covers under the bed. That's the idea, right? They're going to go check the room, so you got to try something, or they could hide behind the door. They could just, because the way a door opens, a hospital door, it could perfectly conceal two people of that size if they would just sit behind the door frame. They would open the door, they would literally see nobody, and they would go, oh, nobody's here, and they would close it. But they got under the covers. And of course, she's on the bottom, he's on the top, and they're like, her legs are spread, and they're like touching crotch to crotch. He literally does get a boner. He literally does. And he's like, oh, her body's so soft, and she's like freaking out like, do you really have a boner right now? Can we not do this? And then at the end, she kicks him in the groin, I believe, which is like, that is uncalled for. This was your idea anyways. And then they find him anyways. The grandma finds them anyways. And it's like, what was the point? Why did we go through that? Did we just go through that because of rom-com moment? Like a fake, fleeting, arbitrary, fake as plastic rom-com moment? Is that what we did? Is that the reason we did this? Just to get this scene so that we can feel this fake emotion that isn't even real? I didn't even feel anything during any of this episode, by the way. There was no feeling because there was no feeling in this. There was no care put into this story. It was just the same thing we've seen over and over. No originality whatsoever. Then they go out and like outside the hospital. They're at like a bench and she smacks him because, God, it's like, why do we still have this? Why do we still have the trope where women and men are hitting each other, especially the women? Why are the women hitting the men? Why is that accepted in this anime? It's abuse of physical abuse of any kind is not right. So why are we still getting this? It's not funny. It doesn't work in anime. It hasn't worked since the very beginning because it just doesn't work. Like, why would you hit somebody that you respect? It doesn't make any sense. And they obviously, you got to have the thing where at the end he's walking and he sees his ex-girlfriend with this taller guy and he's like, oh God, he's so jealous. And then he runs into Rent-A-Girlfriend. Oh my God, it's a match made in heaven. They're meant to be together forever because they ran into each other and oh no. It's a disguise. She's wearing glasses and braids. Oh my God, the drama, the hijinks. It's so stupid. It's so stupid and cliche and fake. Boring. Just incredibly boring. This is probably my most negative video in a while. But, we'll see then what happens in the next episode, I guess. But you will see if you go to EA's channel and subscribe to his channel if you want to see me be miserable watching this anime. And I also want to say I'm not miserable watching this anime. That was a joke. But I mean, what can I say? The art's The main character is so bad and cliche. He makes Kirito look good. That's not to say Kirito isn't bad anymore, because we have the Alicization stuff that's going on, which people love to hate on SAO, but you know what? Put your money where your mouth is, because SAO is much better than it used to be, my friends. And this MC is worse than Kirito pre-Alicization. Because he has no character, he has no personality. None of the characters, none of the girls, they're just cute girls. They're cute and hot girls. And the Rent-A-Girlfriend concept is such stupidity. It's like, I don't even know. It's so dumb. I hate it. I absolutely hate this concept. Why does this even exist? What is the point of this? What porpoise does this serve? Because we could have a nice, genuine romance between these two characters if you just take the time, put in actual writing that's actually good and not actually cliche and tropey and boring and it's been done a billion times over. If we actually took some time to develop the main guy, took some time to develop the main girl, and then have the ex-girlfriend play some sort of role, and they just don't introduce any other girl. This to me feels like Nisekoi, but way worse than Nisekoi. And it's not to even say Nisekoi's good either, because it's really, I don't know, it's not really that great. It's just another harem. This is another harem. And to make matters worse, from people that have read the manga, one of my friends has read like all of it almost, and yeah, he said nothing happens. So, I'm sorry if you guys enjoyed this. I really am. I don't want to make videos where I'm trashing things like this, but my God, this is not good. And the only reason I'm making this video, guys, is because that snafu video probably won't be happening anymore. But if you do want to still see that snafu video, I think I'm going to upload it to my Patreon page for free. You don't have to pay for it or anything like that. It'll be a public post. You can check that out there. I'll put a link in the description if by the time this goes up, it'll happen. If not, ring the bell. Follow me on Twitter, because I'll be posting a link to that there if it does ever happen. First impressions, not good. Not very good. First impressions, very grim. This show is not good so far. Not even Aqua's voice actress could save this. So I guess with that being said, put down in the comments what you guys think about Rent-A-Girlfriend. Go! Please, for the love of God, subscribe to EA's channel. Me and EA will be covering this every single week. All 12 or 13 episodes will be going live every single week. week. I'll be going live with him. We'll be talking about it. We'll be interacting with the chat. So if you guys just want to dog on this with us, or, you know, if you actually really enjoy it, but you also like hearing, you know, honest discussion about it, then yeah, that's a place for us to discuss. I don't know what EA's thoughts are. He may have something completely different. So as well, I have a community tab where if you subscribe and ring the bell, you can get posts there. I have a membership where on the 99 cents tier and above, you get pretty much early access to a bunch of videos. As well, I have a Teespring where you can buy t-shirts. I have a Patreon where on the $1 tier and above, you get access to everything, including 1 month and even more early access to a bunch of videos. I've uploaded a KyoAni podcast, the first of many KyoAni podcasts, exclusively to Patreon before it goes live for probably, you know, close to 6 months. So it is important that you guys go and check that out if you're interested in that. Thank you guys for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.